Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the channel. I'm Heather.
I'm Casey.
And it's been a while, it's been a minute.
It has.
But today we are here in Trier, Germany to just check it out. It is a city we've been wanting to come to since like the beginning of last year and it just hasn't happened. So we're here on a Saturday for maybe about half the day to just kind of check it out, and we have a nice dinner planned. We already made our reservations and it's a German restaurant, so I know you guys are always excited to hear about that and we're excited to try it.
Yeah,
so
they look great.
yeah, we just want to take you on this little adventure with us today. We're just we don't really have a plan, but we just want to explore and see what the city's about. There is a rich history here. I will definitely leave a link or two down in the description box below because I read through a lot of it and it was just so expansive that it'd be a whole other video to just talk about the history here. But it dates back to BC. And it's, I think, considered the oldest city in Germany. If that's incorrect, definitely let us know, but that's what I had read anyway. So there's definitely a lot to unpack about Trier and we're excited to get into it. This video is also partnered with Halara, so thank you to Halara. If you are new to the channel, we are two Americans currently living in Germany. I have a very deep love for fashion and I have been partnering with Halara for a very long time. So thank you for indulging my love of fashion. I'll also leave a link to my sewing channel if anybody is interested in that at all, but it really is a deep passion for me. So I always appreciate you all being very gracious for me sharing my love through Halara. So you'll see a few outfits throughout the video today and all of Trier, all that it has to offer for a half day here for us. So also they gave me a discount code of Heather20. So if you're interested in any of the stuff you see, I will leave all of the links down below as well. And they do have a German website, which is awesome. So again, thank you to Halara. And right now we are right outside of Porta Nigra. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, which is like the city gate here, which is also just dates back so far. And there is a museum. So I think we might check that out because we're seeing that it says here, discover the city's history, and it says it even in English. So I'm thinking we might actually be able to go through and read about the city here in English. Hopefully. Yeah. So, and I saw there's also people up in the windows here looking out. So maybe we'll go explore.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go. Y'all, there's a fashion and textile part of this museum. I am so excited right now. All right, so we just left the museum and I thought it was really cool. It was a lot bigger and more extensive than I expected.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 floors in there.
With all different, parts of the history here, which was really interesting. I was the most surprised to see
the clothing.
Yes, to see the Fashion and Textile Museum, which again, y'all, I'm just a nerd for fashion related stuff. So that was a treat to see. It's just amazing. I mean, the detail and and this goes back to, all the historical stuff too, just the amount of work and craftsmanship that went into things years ago compared to now. And especially, I think the States in a way are especially bad at that, because we just don't have this kind of architecture. We don't have this kind of detail.
The history,
we don't have the history, right? Exactly. But it's just always, to me, fascinating. I mean, we even saw at one point like a big wood carving, and it's like I told Casey,
The amount of time that it would take
the
to
amount
do
of
that.
time. I mean, and that was somebody's life. And I'm like, how many works did they even complete in their life?
Yeah.
Like, how quick and efficient were they at something so laborious? You know, I mean, that's just amazing to me. And, you know, again, the history here is expansive. So we're going to leave links down below, but it dates back to BC and a lot of Roman history.
Yeah.
So there's just, it's very, very interesting information for sure if you want to go really read the nitty-gritty detail, because it's just, there's a lot that went on in this city and rebuilding after the war, like, you know, a lot of cities here. And so there was a lot of war history as well in there. So yeah, it was really cool to see. We're going to see if we can sneak up into the building here, but then we do want to kind of start moving because we have that 6 o'clock dinner. And I know there's at least a couple cathedrals that would be interesting to see. So, you know, we don't want to only do one thing while we're here. So we're going to try to kind of make this relatively quick and then kind of walk around. There's also a lot of shopping and a lot of restaurants, a lot of cafes here. I wasn't actually expecting that either. That's been a surprise as we walked through to come here, because I knew it was historical. The town was historical, so I just was a little bit surprised by the amount of shopping and restaurants and stuff. But I guess if it's a popular tourist destination, you know,
Makes sense.
that would make sense. Yeah. So let's go see if we can get inside. So as we explore Porto Nigra further, I wanted to show you this first outfit from Halara. It is 3 different pieces. We've got a waffle hoodie that is so comfy and easy to throw on, a crew neck yoga top that is in their padded off pet hair resistant fabric, which is great because we have cats and I definitely need that. And then the pants are awesome because they are water repellent. All of the information about all these pieces will be down in the description box for you, but with the rain in Germany and on the hotter months, these are going to be so great. Okay, so we came over to the other side of this gate here at Porto Nigra. Again, I hope I'm saying that correctly, but we did go in and there is a fee to go up into the building, which we just decided because we'd like to see more today that we're going to skip on that. But there was a fee for the museum as well. It was €6 a person right now. I don't remember actually what the fee was in there just now, do you?
I didn't look.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. If I can find it, I will put it on the screen here. But you know, it'd be very cool to do. I'm sure at some point we'll come back. It'd be cool to go up there. But right now we're looking at these beautiful historical buildings across from us too. So I think we're going to kind of head in that direction and also look up where some of the cathedrals are and just see what we can see. What do you think?
I mean, these types of buildings just never really get old.
No, they never do.
It just looks, I don't know, it's just fun to like walk around and look at.
Exactly. Ooh, Chinese food. I can never say no to that. I love Chinese food.
I don't think I've seen very much Chinese food.
No, I don't think I have either.
It's usually Thai.
Thai, yeah, or Indonesian. There's a lot of that influence as well, I feel like. What you looking at?
Window shopping.
Rolex. Pretty fancy.
Yeah, way too fancy for me.
They missed me falling in love with those dresses earlier.
Yeah, we don't need to show that.
So there's a pop-up shop. I saw some dresses and my hound nose took me straight to them. And they were, what, €1,400, something like that?
Like the sweater was like 2,300 or something.
Yeah, Bella, I have a big problem with just gravitating towards things that are way too expensive.
Yes, she does. All right, so we made our way to the main little, I guess the Old Town Square. It looks like they're getting ready to set up for Carnival. They got a little carousel.
Yeah,
merry-go-round,
yeah. I always like all the colorful buildings, and this is very, like, I would say traditional German architecture.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not half-timbered houses, but you see a lot of these kind of skinnier, taller buildings with a lot of just interesting detail work and colors. And well, the one has some half timber on it, so you have it on the top of the one over there. But it's really cute. I don't know if we're probably not doing Carnival this year. I don't think we've only been the one time actually, but it's just been one of those things that kind of hasn't worked out with our schedule real great. So next year I think we will probably try to go, but it's looking, yeah, there's like a stage set up and everything over there too. So I think they're probably getting ready for that. But yeah, I think the cathedral is kind of just
I think it's just on the other side.
just
of
on the other side of this. So yeah, we're gonna head over there right now.
So we found the Cathedral of Trier.
We were totally wrong. It was
Well,
to
we were
our
close.
left.
It's on the other side of the square. Just
Yeah.
the opposite of what we thought.
Once we saw this pathway here, it became pretty evident that it was this building. So beautiful structure.
Yeah, all the cathedrals and churches and stuff that we've been to here have just been really amazing.
Yeah, it looks like it's open right there, but it looks like that's definitely a cathedral. Is this all part of the same building or no?
This kind of looks like it'd be a newer section.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out what we're looking at here. Okay, so we made it to the Trier Dome. We are going to go in. I know a lot of you have been really helpful to tell us sometimes you can or can't film in the cathedrals. So obviously we want to be respectful of that. So we'll figure out whether we can or can't. We won't be speaking either way. We're not going to be disruptive. But if we can film, we'll show a little footage here. But if not, we'll just talk about it when we come out. But we're going to keep into the dome. All right, so we just left the dome or the cathedral. So what did you think?
I always like going and looking at them.
Yeah,
like
me
the
too.
amount of time and craftsmanship and
Yeah.
effort that went into building these places is just, it's really cool to see.
I think it's probably one of the most fascinating things for us as Americans being in Europe is it's just when we don't have this in our backyard, it's just never not mind-blowing to
Yeah.
us. It's just that aspect of things alone. Now, it's interesting, and I had read about this before we came here. It's actually one of the reasons I was curious to come here, is that supposedly they are housing the tunic of Jesus in this cathedral. Now, I'm not super read up on all the validity of that or how that's been, again, validated. Like, I have no idea.
They're very secretive about it too.
Yeah, we asked about it just because I wanted to make sure I had translated everything correctly. And I said, is that what's here? And she said, it's sealed up. Nobody can go in. And she said that basically it hasn't been open in, was it 12
It was
years?
like 12 years when we asked.
Something
yeah.
like that. And then she said that they won't open it again until the next pilgrimage and that even they don't know when
They
that
don't
is.
know when it's supposed
So
to
how
be,
does that
so.
work? I mean, if anyone knows more about that and can fill us in, and we'd be curious just to see from a local standpoint how people perceive, that when it's not been opened and how, again, how that's been verified as factual. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fascinating. It's beautiful. The way it is housed is very grand.
Yeah, it is.
And it was really cool to see. So, yeah, I mean, I would totally go check it out if that were going on. I would want to see it for sure. But yeah, that's the curious thing, because what I did read online is there was a lot of speculation around it. Some people completely believe it, some people don't. So I'd be curious from a local perspective what you all think about the mystery around the tunic. But very, very cool, beautiful cathedral.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the most probably detailed sculptures we've seen.
Yeah, just like the different dimensions in them.
Yeah.
It's not all just like
one
layer.
level, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, very, very some very ornate pieces in
the amount
the
of
building.
depth in them.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm not sure what we're gonna get into next, y'all. It is cold.
It did cool off quite a bit. The clouds are starting to roll in.
Yes, and we might have to get dinner early because we're cold for one, and for two, I don't know if I'm gonna make it in my outfits here. So you're probably gonna see the next one soon. I changed into it to go to a nice dinner, and for all we know, we're gonna end up having Chinese food here in a little bit just to get warm and get inside. We also did see there's a little tram going around that you can pay to go on, and it is a tourist tram. I wish we had done that earlier. That would have been really smart. So again, maybe something to do when we come back. But we are going to go a little bit further, see what we can see, but I won't be surprised if we are having dinner early.
We have found the palace.
Honey, I'm home again. Found another one.
Did you buy it?
Obviously, this is Kaiserthermen Palace. Or the Kaiserthermen, I think.
Nailed it.
Yeah, so good. It's beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of the one kind of over by
it's over on the Mines River in
yeah, it reminds me a little bit of that, but actually slightly more decorative. Really cool. It's again just all of the level of detail, and I would love to know. I need to look that up. What, like one sculpture like this, how long that would take someone or a team of people to do. What do you think? Couple days? you whip that up in the backyard in a couple days?
I can try. I'm sure it would look just like that.
Oh yeah, mine too. I'm really surprised. Like, it's a really cold day. It's not like the best day to be out doing this, but I'm kind of surprised how few people have actually come up close to the building with as pretty as it is. They've stayed more back.
Yeah, I don't know if this is really like touristy season here or not.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. It's windy and cold today.
It is cold.
But
wow, and even a summertime destination.
Yeah, like even these sort of hedge trees, the way they've got them shaped into archways, I bet is so beautiful when it's actually in bloom and not dead winter trees, you know? There's some Christmas decorations left.
Oh, they missed a few, huh?
They missed a few. This outfit you see here was my date dinner night outfit for our dinner this evening. This is the Softly Zero 2-in-1 cropped yoga top, which is so versatile because you really can wear it for like a yoga class, but it clearly works as a fashion piece too. I paired it with the high-waisted tie-side work pant in a frost peach pink. These pants are so beautiful. I love that it can be tied low or high in a bow up on the hip, and both ways look really elegant. I think it's such a versatile piece as well, and I would love to own multiple pairs of these pants.
I guess we're a little late to the Kaiserthermen.
I really wanted to see this one too, but we'll show you all the outside because you can kind of walk around the perimeter, but there is information out here. They closed at 4, which it's because it's the cold season, but I mean, we're like, how many days? Tomorrow? Is tomorrow March? I think it is. So tomorrow we would have made it. Tomorrow. Yeah, but it's a 1600-year-old Roman bathhouse and ancient ruins. And it just looks fabulous. I mean, I've said this before if you've been on this channel, I love how ruins look. I don't understand why. I don't know. It's just something about the beauty of the part that's so intact versus the part that's, I don't know, there's some really beautiful juxtaposition there or something, but
the bathhouses are always kind of cool to see too. I don't know if you've been to one yet.
I haven't, I don't think.
There's just like these like natural bathtubs, like that, like there's like underground streams of water that kind of flow through them and stuff. It's
yeah, very
cool.
Very cool. You can see the prices here, €6 per adult, and then there's children prices, group prices, etc. So we'll have to come back and do this one day because it's really not that terribly far from us, and I'd really like to see it. So yeah, we're just gonna go walk around the perimeter, see what we can see without going in. There are actually still people inside, but it's just that you can no longer get in, right? Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna head this way and take a look at it.
Well, you still get a good view from the outside here. It does look like there's a little bit of construction going on, some scaffolding. Probably just trying to preserve what is left.
I want to get closer.
Jump the fence.
I know, but I can't do that. Verboten.
Apparently, if you just keep walking all the way around, you can get pretty close.
Yeah,
just
you
can't
can
get in there right now.
And there's still people in there too, so I don't really know how that works. If it's just like you have to be in at a certain time, but then
once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, you can I mean, I guess there's really nothing that would keep someone there. It's not like there's access to food or anything. I don't think so. I'm sure they don't have an incentive to stay all night, but yeah, there's definitely still people in there. I'm thinking we're gonna get the best shots though, probably from the opposite side of this. I think it's where it's gonna be the closest to the building that we can get right now. Really cool structure though. I mean, I love those big archways, sort of in that curved, I assume what would have been a room at one point, you know? I'm waiting for the bus. I'm waiting for the Romer Express. It says Stadtrundfahrten. Stand right here for the ride. I'm trying to wait.
I don't think you're getting on the Romer Express.
Well, our road stop, we almost made it to the front of the building, or I guess the back, depending on how you look at it. And now it's blocked off, so we have to go all the way full around to go to it. And I'm just trying to take the Romer Express. You don't think they're gonna come pick me up?
No.
My translation was fully accurate. Stand
I'm
right
sure
here.
It was.
Stand right here for the ride is what it said.
I'm sure that's exactly what it says. I don't know if we can get around without just walking in the road here.
It's kind of a nice shot through there.
Well, we kind of made it to the front.
Yeah, we sort of cheated, but we got here.
They have the walking way kind of blocked off.
Yeah.
So you can't get around.
Well, I guess technically that, well, I don't know. It looks like you still couldn't get through that way. It looks like it is just a walking path. That's strange. Maybe there's like some sort of caution sign, so it looks like falling rock. Maybe they're having issues with the structure right now. You know, kind of like a rock slide type of thing where things are sort of sliding off. Really cool though. You can see it almost looks, again, like would there have been a fire or something? You see how it's kind of like soot-like?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, really cool. We'll have to come back and check this out when we can get inside the actual structure. But we're getting late enough in the day now that we're probably just going to stick it out and go to our dinner. Because that was the original plan. The place looks really cool, and I think by the time we get back over there, it's not really going to be that much time until our meal anyway. So I guess now it's late enough in the day that most of the historical sites are probably not going to be open anymore. So I think we're just going to go check out the town, the shops, until we can go get our yummy, delicious German cuisine dinner. All right, so we just had our dinner at the German restaurant called Wirtshaus Zerglach. Is that right? I don't know how to pronounce that one. We'll put it on the screen, but traditional German food, and I was really happy because they had salmon as a special. I'm a really weird eater, you all know this, so I always have to kind of be a little picky, I guess. I'm just...
And I eat anything. So.
I don't, yeah, and he eats anything, so I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good, I thought.
Yeah, both of us really enjoyed the meal, and it was a really cozy, kind of intimate environment. Mm-hmm. So, like, I really liked the setting too, kind of low lighting, just it felt very
nice
cozy.
Quiet,
mm-hmm. So, we had a really good time there, and yeah, I would eat there again. And there's actually quite a few little.
There's a bunch of little spots here. Yeah.
This seemed interesting. Yeah, this would be worth kind of bopping around to a few places right here. So, And it was in a cool little, traditional building too, with the kind of the half timbered housing and the sign.
I think it's part of a hotel.
It
right?
is, yeah, it is part of a hotel, I believe. So that was really, really good dinner. And now we're just both in food comas to go home.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home.
So yeah, but we would definitely recommend it. That was a good meal. As we headed home, I put on the warmest Halara outfit because it had cooled off a lot. This is the hooded longline cardigan, which is so cozy with deep set pockets and a hood. The halter cowl neck tank, which cowl necks I'm such a sucker for. So this classic black with the pretty back, chef's kiss, love it. And then these are the So Cinched high-waisted tummy control ultra sculpt leggings, which do exactly what they say. They have great tummy control during your workout. They sculpt everything really nicely and have deep set pockets, and they come in so many colors, and the size range is always great with Halara. So these are a big win. All right, so we got our little half day in Trier.
It was a quick one, but
accomplished.
it was
It was. I feel like for the amount of time we had, we did pretty good.
good. Yeah, we saw quite a bit.
We saw quite a bit, but you can tell there's so much history in this town.
Oh,
We
yeah.
easily could spend maybe even more than a day here, really,
Yeah,
depending
there's
on.
quite a few museums.
Yeah, there are quite a few. It seemed like museums, cathedrals. There's actually another. Well, actually, I don't know how that works. There's another church that's like right there, part of the dome.
Yeah, they're like kind of connected.
They're like kind of connected. So we spun through that real quick because we were trying to get over to the bathhouse. So
Yeah, which then happened.
I didn't figure out the connection between those two, but that one was really cool too. It had some beautiful stained glass in there.
Yeah, the glass was nice.
Yeah, so just everything we saw today was really cool, and a lot of things kind of unexpected, I thought. Everywhere we went, both the dome and the museum early in the day just were more than what I was expecting, I guess.
Yeah.
They both had more to explore in them than I expected.
Yeah.
This is a really cool town. I really enjoyed this and would definitely come back and try to check out some other things. So
Yeah, definitely could spend a weekend here and explore.
yeah, what do you think your favorite thing was from the day?
Oh. I mean, I really wish we could have got in the bathhouse.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have been my favorite.
I think my favorite, but also the one I have the most questions about, is the whole robe of Jesus.
Yeah.
That entire entryway was
It was really cool.
really cool and just mysterious. I have, a lot of questions.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that more.
Yeah, and like I said, I've read about it some before, but there was a lot of speculation around it, and I think you get the best information from the locals. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to hear from you all about that entire entire thing. So, and obviously I always enjoy seeing the artifacts and clearly the fashion. I mean, you know that already. And like I said, we'll leave links to everything down below. Huge thank you to Halara for partnering with us again, because it's such a treat for me. And, like I said, I appreciate everybody's support on that because I love it so much, and I'll leave all that information down below for you too. So we hope you had a great time, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And we are going to be doing some traveling this year, so there will be more videos than there have been. I don't know how spaced out they'll be, but we're doing a big Italy trip in May. We're doing a little trip to Paris coming up, and we'll be filming some of that for you. So we will see you soon.
Yeah.
Bye.